Let me do it.
Shalom.
Shalom. This is Awake, O Israel Ministries, coming to you from Jacksonville, Florida. And we are blessed, blessed, blessed to know that we have the truth now, that we keep the true holy day, Friday to Saturday night. And it's been nothing but a blessing to our family, health to our bones, right, Josh? To our marrow. And we want to thank every one of you for even considering to donate to our ministry at josh.lavio@email.com. Gmail.com. Send what you can, please, every month.
So before we go into the scriptures tonight, I want to open up with some statements, comments, things that might be going through the minds of our viewers. The question, our lesson today is laid out in the form of a question. Are you ready for the end? Very good question. Like,
come on, Josh.
Like last night, we brought a good lesson last night. Searching your, you got to really search your spirit nowadays.
Yes, you do.
To see where you're at up there. Where is your mind at? Are you really ready? Because we have to understand the state of the world that we are in right now. Regardless of how good things may be with, we hear all these athletes getting these contracts. We think there's money, people making all this money. Don't be deceived by the way the world fronts itself or poses. Right? Because oftentimes I know because I see and I hear people, we hear people when we go out talking about the world is prospering and, this and that, just this and that because, a new season, a football season is coming up and, this guy just got $1 million contract or multi-million-dollar contract. People are prospering. Why are you guys so negative? Negative. The Bible is negative. Not always, but the Bible is negative. It's negative to the world. That is why they don't want you to believe in the Bible anymore. They want you to do as the will. Thy will shall be the whole of the law. That's what the Masons and atheists live by. That's why they are turning the world into a do as thy will or live carelessly.
That's right.
Kind of philosophical way of living your life. And you can't live like that. You can't do as you will. Because most of the things you do are not good. And you have to, are you really ready for the end? Because this world, and I know we say this, people say this a lot, this world does not have long. It cannot continue the way it's going on.
That's right.
We understand the future of the kings, the rulers of this earth. We know that their end is coming. Their end is upon.
That's right. Come on, Josh. That's right.
That is why they are trying to morally decay the earth, so the earth will destroy itself. So Christ won't have nothing to come back and rule with his people, the children of Israel.
Right. How the government lives in secret, they're going to push on the American people openly.
Pedophilia, they did with homosexuality. Now they're going to do it with bestiality and pedophilia. Now they're going to try to make those things legal. drugs. They're going to eventually legalize all drugs.
Mm-hmm.
They've been trying to do it with marijuana. Marijuana, the gateway drug. See, they're starting with the light things, like tobacco. Cigarettes have been legal forever. Now they're slowly going to start doing it with marijuana. Now the next is going to be heroin or cocaine or crack. Because they're not trying to get rid of the drugs, why not legalize them, right? So because all of the people that rule us are dope heads. They use drugs.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to eventually legalize all these drugs. That's going to be coming down the alleyway sooner than later.
That's right.
They want you drugged. They want you looped. They want you high. So you're not aware of what's going on around you.
How true, brother. Come on.
Right?
Yeah.
The Bible says to be sober, have the mind of Christ. And that's what Paul said in the book of Ephesians. Let this mind that is in Christ be in you. What he said, have a mind of peace, a mind of not of fear, but of peace, love, and soundness.
And a sound mind. That's right.
So, what is the world set up to do? To give you this discord,
unrest,
hypertension,
mm-hmm. Worry.
The Bible says to cast your worries upon Christ because He cares for you.
Right.
That doesn't mean live a carefree life. That means don't be burdened down with cares all the time.
That's right.
Because the more you burden yourself down, the more you open yourself up to Satan, and he can use those cares you're worrying about to ensnare you with them.
That's right. Come on.
Right?
Yeah.
So before we go into Revelation, I think it's good that we say these things and put these things out there for you all to really think about. Because we want you to think, right? We want you to like stress disorders. The world wants you to be stressed over everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's why you want you to take medicine. As soon as you're stressed, go to a drugstore.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of trusting.
So we have to be ready for the end. The end is coming.
And this is the greatest dilemma, Josh, for many, many millions of people. They don't believe that. They think this world is going to go on because the Word says so. The Word says the people in Bible times have always claimed, well, the world's going to go on. Where's this coming? Don't worry, He's coming. And if you're not ready, especially now, we're in Jacob's trouble. We're past the halfway mark of Jacob's trouble. You just don't see it because you're deceived. People are deceived. Go ahead, Josh.
So that's why we have to be at peace, not ignoring what the condition of the world is around us, but we have to be at peace within ourselves, that we know that we are in the truth. Are you really in the truth tonight? Right? Are you really in the truth? I mean, are you? What are you putting your trust in? Who are you trusting in? Are you following a man? Are you following Christ? Because a man will lie to you. Christ will never lie. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father but by me.
That's right.
John 14:6. So, the question is, the world is set up to burden you. Christ is set here to set you free of your worries. Right? He wants you to serve Him with a sound mind.
Without fear.
Without fear of nothing. Now, that doesn't mean don't be aware of anything, but not to be afraid of anything. See, a lot of people think, well, what do I need to know about, and what does that matter to me? It matters because you need to know who is ruling this earth and what their agenda is. And plus, the Bible tells you about them. The Bible tells you about them anyway, right? The Bible tells you that these people are set up to destroy you. So I think it is in your interest to know their game plan. Ultimately, we already know what's going to happen to them, but ultimately, it's good for you to know this. It's good for you to be informed on how the earth is run. Right?
That's right.
So, with that said, let us go into Revelation.
Is your light on in your room? Okay.
Okay. Okay. Revelation 13:1.
Okay, Revelation 13:1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, nations, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion, and the dragon gave him his power.
Stop. So, this is the European Union. And these are some of the nations that are. We have Belgium. We have Germany, the Czech Republic, Denmark, France, Spain, Luxembourg, Sweden, Switzerland. So these are the 10 horns that Daniel saw. Okay. These are the 10 horns that Daniel saw in his no, I mean
when you move it.
These are the 10 horns that John saw here in Revelation. The European Union.
Right, the EU. Want me to read, Josh?
Mm-hmm.
And his seat and great authority, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death. And that's when the Roman Empire had lost its power, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the 13th century,
Mm-hmm.
Josh, and came back to power. and his deadly wound was healed. So through the Renaissance, right, Rome became a powerful nation again. And that's when they made up that phony Christ by the artificers, the painters, the sculptors, and changed the real Christ, the black Christ, or dark black or brown, the colored Christ, into the dark Christ into a white man. All right? I mean, if you read Revelation 1:13, if you would throw a piece of brass in a fire, it would turn almost black, like a burgundy black, like this table. Yeah, like this table, Tony. But he wasn't European. So get that out of your spirit.
European would be red.
Right. Christ was dark. And not because of the sun either. The Hebrews
already talked the sun would bleach your hands.
Right. That's right. Make you darker too.
So the problem, so Satan is at the top of these people, right? He is ruling. He is ruling them through the spirit realm. And who are these? Right? These are the 13. Who are his rulers? The Illuminati.
The bankers of the world.
The 13 families under Satan.
Mm-hmm. And Josh can show you that pyramid too. Yeah, that's a good description of it, Josh.
So those are the people who under Satan run the earth. The earth is given in the hands of the wicked.
That's right.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. The judges of the earth are under Satan are the Illuminati, the Freemasons, the different secret society groups that run the earth under Satan. Read.
And his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. Okay, the beast is Rome and England and America and all the nations that Josh just really mentioned, but America is the beast nation now. And they worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Doesn't people say that in America? Who's like America? Who can attack us? Right? Who is able to make war with him?
So, with this nation that Satan isn't able to have all this power, who can make war against America? Right now, still, although America's weakened, with all our advanced technology and war machinery, nobody can honestly make war with us. That's why no one can attack us right now, because the time is not right.
Mm-hmm. But that time's coming, my friend.
Read.
And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
Read.
And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the power, against the Most High, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven.
So how does he do this? Through television, through his voice.
Come on, the media.
His media.
TV.
Right?
Right, radio.
Who controls the media? It's widely known that rich, wealthy Jewish people run the media. CBS, TNT, all these media outlets are controlled by Jewish people, or Jewish people allow certain people who agree with their agenda to be on their television.
And it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
Who are the saints?
Not everyone. Show them, Josh. Who are the saints? Here's the saints.
The saints, you can also read.
It's not you Christians.
Psalms chapter 148, 14,
That's
where it
right.
talks about the saints are the children of Israel.
Now, there's Hebrews in the Christian church, but they don't know who they are. So they're discounted.
And it was given to him to make war with the saints.
Yeah, Josh. And to
overcome them. So how has he overcome the children of Israel?
Brainwash.
To putting them under captivity here in America.
That's right. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And all, again, Mary.
And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundations of the earth.
All right, let me say something real quick. Now, who are these people that are slain from the foundation of the earth?
Mm-hmm.
All his people of the past, the Hebrews. That's who he's talking about. And anybody else today, even a white family who's willing to follow Christ's doctrines, his laws, his Sabbaths, his holy days, has an outside chance to make it.
If any man have an ear,
Right?
let him hear.
Read.
Then
He that leadeth into captivity
Uh-huh.
shall go into captivity.
Uh-huh.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So the same way Esau destroyed
Come on, Josh.
and conquered the earth with military and with philosophy or lies, the same way he will be destroyed. So the Most High is going to turn the script on the rulers of the earth, the Illuminati.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Mm-hmm.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of this earth.
So now this beast will bring the spiritual deception or religions to confuse people. Read.
And he had two horns like a lamb.
Uh-huh.
And he spake as a dragon.
Uh-huh.
And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him.
So this is a satanic false prophet. Read.
And causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
So he will direct worship to
The deadly Roman Empire.
the fallen Roman Empire.
Come on.
Read.
And he doeth great wonders, as so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
So they do this with technology.
CERN.
When they rocket ships,
Right.
fire.
That's right.
They will also eventually open up portals and bring fire out of heaven.
Wow.
Read.
and receiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make it an image to the beast.
So the image to the beast is I believe is the Baphomet or the goat statue, which many people have.
Josh, where did we hear this, that they're going to put these statues all over America and they're started already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I just wanted to say that. Go ahead. Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead. Baphomet, go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Would you include the Statue of Liberty and the other Aphrodite statues that are all over the world? I mean, all you have to do, folks, is open your eyes and do the research, and you're going to find this to be true.
Which had the wound by a sword and dart did live. And
Wow.
he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should go speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed.
Now, I just want to back what Josh said before. That all this they're talking about, the media, right? Television,
Mm-hmm.
right? Radio, broadcasting. You know, I want to say this real quick. News, when you watch the news reports, even hurricanes, everything you watch, they are told what to say. They're not just on there speaking. They have to talk through guidelines. Right, Josh? Okay, go ahead, Josh. Go ahead, brother.
Read.
Go ahead, Mary.
16.
Like 16. And he causeth all, both small and great.
So make no mistake.
Come on, Josh.
He will eventually cause, America will eventually make all people all over the earth, read,
Rich and poor,
rich and poor,
free and bound,
read,
to receive a mark.
which is the RFID chip.
It's
read,
on the credit card already, in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, hold on.
Stop.
Stop right there. Wait. How many of you out there, millions and millions of you, got credit cards? You never use your left hand. What do you use, Josh?
The card.
You use your right hand. In your right hand. So it's in your right hand already, but it's on a card. Pretty soon it's going to be in your hand, and you're going to go like this in front of a counter.
Revelation 17.
All right, Revelation 17.
Actually, hold on.
I might have to move a little, Josh.
Before we go into Revelation 17, let's go to Revelation 16.
Okay.
What, 13.
13? Okay, Revelation
I'll
16. And Josh is going to read 13. This is good. This is good, Josh.
And I saw
3. And I saw 3. You want me to read? You want to expound? Wow, like frogs. Wow. And I saw 3 unclean spirits. I'll stop for you, Josh. Like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon. Yeah, Josh. And out of the mouth of the beast. And out of the mouth of the false prophet. Yeah, Josh, 14.
read.
For they are the spirits of devils, working miracles. Look at this. Which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of the power almighty. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments. In other words, walk without sinning. Lest he walk naked.
No, I meant to say.
No, go ahead, John.
Go to Revelation 6,
Oh,
14.
all right, 6.
And I was off.
That's right.
So I want to
Yeah, you read it, John.
talk about, before we go into Revelation 17, to show you verse.
Yeah, 6 there, Revelation 6. Hold on, John.
Revelation 6, 14.
All right. Yeah, I'll make this very. Ready? Everybody have? And the heavens departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. And every mountain and island were moved out of their places. And the kings of the earth.
And the who?
The kings of the earth.
So the kings of the earth under Satan, Revelation, what we just read in Revelation 13.
And the great men.
That's the people under them. Read.
And the rich men.
The people, the bankers, and the men who have gotten rich under the satanic system. Read.
And the chief captains.
That's your chief military minds.
And every free man.
Read.
Hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us. And you tell me they're not going to answer, Tony?
Read.
And hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Nobody.
So we clearly so all the leaders of the world under Satan knows what's coming to them. Utter destruction. They know they won't be able to stand against what's coming out of this guy. Okay, Revelation 17. Okay,
Revelation 17. Now where, Josh? 1. 1, Josh?
Uh-huh.
Revelation 17, verse 1. And there came
So
out.
this, before,
Go ahead.
this more than ever, because
More
this
than ever
is
before.
what we will see. And we understand that Revelation 9 is yet to be fulfilled when Satan gave the key of the bottomless pit to when he saw the angel fall from heaven, and he was given the key to the bottomless pit. That key is CERN.
Wow.
So what is that? And we went into CERN a little bit. CERN is a hadron collider or a particle accelerator in CERN, Switzerland, that these scientists who work there are actually using this to break open interdimensional wormholes, or they're using it really to go to, they call interdimensional research. Why are you trying to research things that are beyond this dimension? Because they know their gods or their teachers who gave them this knowledge are beyond this earth. They know that they are worshiping entities that do not exist in this physical realm. So they have to make technology where their gods or their beings that were bound before the flood, when Enoch, even in the book of Enoch, it talks about how the fallen angels wanted to repent before the Most High, and they sent the prophet Enoch to plead with them.
That's right.
For their lives. But
the
Most High wouldn't hear Enoch for them. So what happened was the Most High bound these angels in darkness, outer darkness.
That's right.
Now, that is those are dimensions. Those are not in the earth, because there's such thing as a bottomless pit. The earth has a bottom because the earth is flat. So there's certain realms of hell that are outer dimension. They're in the heavenlies. Wow. So that's why they need a particle accelerator. So they shoot energy into the sky or through a stargate to break windows or gates open in outer space. Wow. What they call outer space, because they know that's where God, the Most High, bound their teachers, the fallen angels.
Wow.
So they are literally going to bring hell on earth. Demons.
You better be ready. I'm telling you, this is going to happen. We are so close, brothers and sisters.
People say hell on earth.
You ain't kidding. It's going to be hell on earth.
You haven't seen what hell on earth is.
Love you, brother.
Read.
All right, where Josh? In the beginning of
Revelation 17:1.
All right. And there came out of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
So this great whore, now apparently, John thought this was the end of Rome. Well, we know that Rome continued through the EU and now America. See, John didn't know that this was a future prophecy of what would happen 2,000 years after he lived. This would actually happen right before Christ would return. The fall of America, then the judgment of the EU or Europe. So, so how does America sit on many nations? The military bases. We have military bases. You can Google map this, and you'll see that America has military embassies all over the earth.
That's right.
Right? Just like Rome. So the American army is the Roman army.
That's right.
Essentially, right?
Police state, you better believe they are.
Now they're the police of the world, just like ancient Rome was.
Wow.
Read.
You're right, Josh. Okay.
With whom the kings of the earth have
committed
fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk
watch out.
with the wine or the doctrines
Come on.
for
That's
fornication.
what that means. The wine means not drinking wine. The doctrines of religion,
So
of false government.
So what is John seeing? He's seeing a nation just like Rome that went through the earth and corrupted everything, made everyone corrupt, except homosexuality and lesbianism and transgender. Now this transgender stuff they're trying to push. But we know that God made man and woman. He did not make man and man. I don't know what a transgender is. That's something that he didn't make. He didn't make a two-sex child in the womb. He made a boy child and a woman child in the womb, right?
That's
He
right.
didn't make anything else, and he didn't sanctify any other union other than a man and a woman. So anything other than that is out of nature. How is it that animals are wiser than people?
Wow.
You never see animals go with the same sex, but we think we can because we're people. When that action destroys nature, that action destroys us. Through the research, all nations before they fell mainly because they gave into the spirit of homosexual and sodomites.
That's right.
They became sodomites, right?
That's right.
So the Most High said no.
Destroyed them.
I'm gonna have to be what they are. God made them.
And
A man or
Think
Today,
about
yeah,
it.
but not then. Yeah, today.
think about it like this.
They blame God.
Think about this.
Well, God made me that way.
Even with homosexual couples, one man has to be a woman and the other man. See, they can't be gay completely. They still have to be a man and a woman.
Look at that.
role.
Look at that. That's right.
So they can go against nature, but they really can't fully go against nature because they know they're supposed to be with a woman.
and you know what?
Even with lesbians.
You said a mouthful, Joshua.
One is the woman and one is the man.
You know, you just said they'll always be convicted in kind of that.
Yeah, because they know what
Always.
nature is.
That's right.
They cannot
they
go
can't.
against what God designed them as.
That's right.
Right? So
They'll
so
try.
Satan made America has corrupted the earth. Wherever America has gone, that society or nation is fallen morally. Look at, we go into Asia. We got perversion in Asia because of us. We got God bless the Arab, although I'm not supporting Islam,
Right.
but they will not allow America to come into them and to tell them how to live.
Watch this. Now, remember about 30, 40 years ago, I'm older, right?
Uh-huh.
You would never see an Arab woman unless she was covered like an Israelite, remember? With the thing over her face.
Uh-huh.
Now, they look just like Americans.
Uh-huh.
You see what they did in America?
So now they want to come here so they can be what they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
They can
Do as thou will.
dress as a be
Alistair
loose.
Crowley. That's
Mhm. Live carelessly.
Live carelessly.
So what are the wine of fornication is the doctrines or lifestyle that America propagates to the earth. Live how you want. Pursue your heart's desire. Be wicked. Read verse 3. So he
Carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast.
Now this woman is corrupt because of the now we understand. Now here's the progression with this woman. This woman came into existence in 325 AD at the Council of Nicaea, the Roman Catholic Church, or Esau. Esau set himself up as a spiritual leader throughout the earth. So he could now tell people how to live. So he went against the Bible and set himself up as the instructor of mankind.
That's right.
So this woman is Esau disguising himself as a religious leader.
That's right.
Just like the beast, the lamb, the beast that came out of the earth in Revelation 13 that we just read, right?
That's right.
So scarlet colored beast, that's the color of Rome, full of the names of blasphemy, and he had 10 horns, that's the EU. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet colored, and decked with silver and gold and precious stones, and had a golden cup in her hand. That's the golden cup that the Pope has. And that is the colors of the Roman Catholic Church, purple and scarlet. That's what the Pope and the priests wear, right? They wear scarlet and purple. See, they know how to, they can declare what they are, but since you don't know the Bible, right? Since you don't know the Bible, you can't identify it, right? So, verse, and upon her was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. So, what is the mother of harlots? The Catholic Church. Who are the daughter of harlots? The Christianity, because the Christian religion sprouted out of Roman Catholicism.
Matthew 24:4.
So, and I saw the whore drunk with the blood of the saints, because Rome has always persecuted the children of Israel, and the blood of the martyrs of Yashayah. And when I saw, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, wherefore dost thou marvel? I will tell you the mystery of the woman and the beast that carrieth her, which hath 7 heads. That's the 7 mountains of ancient Rome, and 10 horns, the EU. So now, this is how the Bible blends time periods. You have ancient Rome, now you have the EU spoken of in the same chapter. The 10 horns are the EU. Spain, Britain, Luxembourg, Sweden, Switzerland, Denmark.
There's 27 countries, but
10 major ones. And we know that Ireland, we know that America mainly came out of the Spanish, the English, the Dutch, and the French. So those are the horns who made up America. Daniel chapter 7, right? And that also goes to show you how the Bible mirrors itself, how prophecy is accurate. See, this is why they don't want you to believe in the Bible, because the Bible predicts to the T what will happen and where it will happen.
And most churches will even tell you not to even read Revelation, because they don't understand it. But with understanding and wisdom, right, and knowledge.
Mom?
Yeah, get Mary.
The beast that thou sawest was and is not.
So the beast that thou sawest was, it was at the time, it is not, because it died. Then now it came back under Satan. Read. Now the government, that's letting you know all the governments of the earth are under Satan.
Into perdition. It's going to be judged.
And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life.
Whose names are not written. No, I'm trying to expound. They're not written. So your names are not written if you follow this system that my son is talking about tonight.
Read.
From the foundations of the world.
You're not going to make it.
and they beheld the beast that was and is.
So it was,
Right.
it died for a time. Now it came back under the Holy Roman Empire, the EU, and America, all in one.
Let me say something. Now, the pyramid shows that the Illuminati, the Roman Catholic Church, is ruler over every church, every religious order in the world. In the world. So if you go around telling people, "Oh, I'm not a Catholic," you try to sound holy. I'm Baptist. No, you're a Catholic. You're religious. You have a religious spirit, and you must get rid of that spirit. You must leave those devil temples before it's too late for you.
And here is the one which hath wisdom. 7 heads are 7 mountains
Come on.
on which a woman sitteth,
Read.
and there are 7 kings. 5 are fallen.
So these are the 7 kings or kingdoms that have ruled the earth prior to Rome, Europe, and America.
And one is, and the other is not,
Go ahead.
Read.
and yet come. And when he comes, he must come
For a short,
time.
that's America. America is the youngest nation in the world. And it's what its existence how many years, starting at 200-something years?
200, right now, about 250.
All right, so that's young. And it's only going to continue a short time. Go ahead, Mary. And I told you right there it's going to be destroyed. Hold on. Go ahead.
And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th and the 7th.
So we understand that America is of the 7th, meaning of Europe. Okay, we understand the future judgment that is coming here. So
No, just yeah, Josh, you wanted to keep reading? Just stop there.
we
Into position. And go into position.
Going to go into judgment.
so
Every religion is going to be judged by the Most High, and it's going to be destroyed. Starting with Christianity. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but that's the deal. The Word says so.
So we thought
You did a good job, Josh.
so we've shown you the future of the earth. It's all right in front of you.
Come on, speak.
It's not, it may sound bleak, but it's not if you know who you serve.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you serve?
It's glorious if you're in truth. You're not afraid now. There's people in fear. Wherever I go, every day, I see people in fear, in doubt, uncertainty. Kids out of control.
So, Shalom.
No.